Eala advances past 2024 finalist Boulter via retirement in Hong Kong. Alexandra Eala advanced to the second round of the Prudential Hong Kong Tennis Open after 2024 finalist Katie Boulter retired trailing 6-4, 2-1 due to a left leg injury. Under the warm, amber-tinted skies of Hong Kong, the city's pulse echoed through the stands at Victoria Park Tennis Stadium. The hum of trams in the distance blended with the cheers of fans as Alexandra Alex Eala stepped onto the court, her expression a portrait of calm intensity. She had played on many stages, but Hong Kong carried its own electricity, tight, intimate, and alive with possibility. She had drawn a formidable opponent, Katie Boulter, the 2024 finalist, a fierce competitor known for her heavy ground strokes and unwavering presence. Even from across the net, Boulter radiated the confidence of someone who had mastered these courts before. The matchup buzzed through the crowd, a rising Filipina star versus an established British powerhouse. A test of fire, grit, and timing. As the players warmed up, the late afternoon sun softened into a cool breeze. Shadows stretched across the blue court, and somewhere in the gallery, a group of Filipino supporters unfurled a flag, its colors bright against the seething rose. "Laban, Alex," they shouted. Eala lifted her eyes briefly and smiled. The match begins, fire meets steel. From the first ball, the tempo was high. Eala attacked the baseline with depth and precision, her lefty forehand carving angles that pushed Boulter wide. Boulter countered with booming serves and sharp down-the-line backhands. Every rally felt like a collision of wills, and neither player gave an inch. At 2-2, Eala produced a sequence that had the crowd erupting. A 14-shot rally ended with her sliding into a forehand winner that caught the corner by mere millimeters. She pumped her fist, subtle, controlled, but her eyes gleamed. She was reading Boulter's patterns, adjusting pace, drawing her into uncomfortable positions. Still, Boulter held firm. Even when she grimaced during a long changeover, she stayed aggressive, landing first strikes and keeping the pressure high. To spectators, it looked like an evenly matched battle destined to stretch into a marathon. But something beneath the surface was shifting. A shadow appears on Boulter's end. By the fifth game, Boulter's movements grew slightly stiff, barely noticeable, unless you watched closely. A slower push-off here, a shorter stride there. She rolled her shoulder after one serve. She pressed her fingers into her hip after chasing a wide ball. Eala, perceptive as always, noticed. But she didn't ease up. Compassion in sport does not mean surrender. It means respecting your opponent enough to play your best. And so she tightened her patterns, accelerated the ball, and worked the court with surgical intelligence. She mixed heavy topspin with slicing changeups, forcing Boulter to move, stretch, pivot, motions that were clearly becoming more difficult. At 4-2, Eala painted another sideline with her trademark lefty cross-court whip. Boulter lunged, stumbled, and delayed her return to the baseline. A murmur rippled through the crowd. Something was wrong. The turning point. Boulter served to stay within reach, but her expression tightened after each motion. Eala approached the net after a soft reply, finishing the point with a crisp volley. Not even the thrill of the moment lit the Filipina's face, she could sense the shift. On the next changeover, Boulter called for the trainer. The entire stadium seemed to exhale at once. Fans watched as she received treatment, hip, back, something along that chain, but her shoulders slumped. Her eyes reflected disappointment more than pain. She had fought to be here again, deep into the tournament where she had once thrived, and now her body was betraying her. When play resumed, she attempted 2 more points. Just 2. A mistimed forehand. A delayed reaction step. Then Katie Boulter walked toward the chair umpire and shook her head. The umpire announced the words everyone suspected but didn't want to hear. "Ms. Boulter is retiring from the match." A wave of empathetic applause filled the arena. Eala approached immediately, offering a hug and a few quiet words. Their moment at the net became the emotional center of the afternoon, 2 competitors bound by a shared understanding of what it costs to chase greatness. Victory by retirement. But earned through pressure. Though the match ended abruptly, those who watched understood something essential: Eala had earned this win. She had applied sustained, intelligent pressure that demanded physical resilience and strategic adaptation, conditions that exposed Boulter's limitations that day. It wasn't a lucky break. It wasn't a shortcut. It was the product of Eala's evolving maturity as a competitor. She walked to her bench with a composed expression, but when she waved to the Filipino supporters in the stands, the warmth on her face resurfaced. They cheered wildly, proud to witness another milestone in her ascent. Post-match reflections, a win with weight. During the press briefing, Eala chose her words thoughtfully. "I never want to see anyone get hurt," she said. "Katie's an incredible player. I hope she recovers quickly. I tried to focus on my game plan, stay present, and control what I could. I'm grateful for the support today, it means so much." She spoke with the poise of a seasoned athlete, but also with the sincerity of someone who values sportsmanship as much as victory. Reporters noted how her demeanor reflected the evolution of her season. Early setbacks had sharpened her, not broken her. Late-season surges had built confidence without arrogance. And now, here in Hong Kong, she was not merely playing matches, she was constructing a narrative of resilience, maturity, and rising ambition. Hong Kong lights, Hong Kong momentum. That evening, the city lit up with its usual symphony of neon. The skyline shimmered across Victoria Harbour, and somewhere amidst the glowing towers, Eala enjoyed a moment of quiet satisfaction. The tournament wasn't over, but this win, however unconventional, carried weight. She had advanced past a former finalist. She had showcased her growth under pressure. And she had handled an emotional, complex match with grace. Tomorrow, another challenge awaited. Another opponent. Another battle beneath Hong Kong's electric skies. But for now, Eala breathed in the cool night air, felt the hum of the city's endless rhythm, and allowed herself one small, radiant truth. She belonged here. Not just to play, but to rise.